No,
Hi, Craig.
hello.
Hello, Craig.
Craig is thinking.
Okay.
Brianna. Oh, sorry.
Nope, what'd you say?
I was gonna say, Brianna, your cat's doing that thing where it's like being held by their abuser and they're trying to signal to someone else to help them.
I think Dave or Dustin, you missed the first bit. I was trying to take a cute little picture of me and Kit, and then I'm looking at the damn photo, and she is drooling. She's got a little drool bubble on her. I put it in the Discord chat.
Oh, that's gross.
Yeah.
Tell Kat it's her fault.
Well, the other cat that she brought in, Takun, he is also very drooly. So it is just, I think it's a thing about tuxedos.
I think it's just the cats that Kat brings in. We just blame her.
That's fair too.
That's all.
Can I still blame her for Willow?
Sure.
No, it's all you, babe. You did that one.
Damn.
Okay. So, last time that we played, you guys kind of got your footing in the city of Illyria. After being there for about a month and kind of going through the day-to-day training session of kind of like getting the basic essentials, the groundwork to make sure that you have what you need to be a part of a team, kind of forced together due to the markings on your bodies. All of you were then swiftly brought to Bjorn's village after Lyra kind of scooped all of you guys up. You went through a teleportation circle and emerged in a flash of arcane energy in this new area. Giant forests kind of reign supreme, or these like giant impressive trees, like 2 or 3 feet in diameter, standing around just a small cleared out area. There's a couple of crisscrossing paths and scattered tents, a couple of different cleared out spots to grow some food and start the oh god, lost my train of thought. Basically, just this small kind of quaint village is what you guys emerge into, but that quietness is quickly destroyed as you just hear, "Oh god, hell no!" And then all of a sudden, these doors go flying open with this burst of light that alerted the town's youngins that someone new has come to town. And so you just hear about 20 to 30 footsteps, just like sets of them come in this cascade of sound, just bearing down on you all. What do you do in preparation?
Bjorn's going to brace himself, and be ready to try to stay upright.
So all of you make Constitution saving throws. Bjorn with advantage, as all of a sudden the wave of children come and crash into you with just sticky hands, muddy faces, and a pure excitement as you just hear this wave of just like Bjorn. As just
I don't think Rivet would even try to fight it. It's like they're the same size as her.
Oops.
Constitution.
We all do terribly.
So except for Bjorn being, oh god.
Like I
Yeah,
said,
that
Lyra opens
tracks.
her arms.
Just take me.
Can I try and take a half step behind Lyra?
I think it's one of those moments where it's just there's too much going on. I'll actually roll for her to see if she can even prevent. Oh god, no. Just all of you just get tackled except for Bjorn. You kind of like hold for you're the one spear, the rock in the like river that's
Okay.
the kids break around as they just dogpile onto your group. You just hear like, yeah, you bring any games? You got any toys? And you just hear there's just snot bubbles everywhere, sticky hands. All of you are just covered. Nana, you were just eating this up as there's just like little kids just all amongst you.
Gross.
So sticky.
Oh my god,
They
they're little babies. Hey, do you guys want a snack? You said you want what you got? And I'm gonna like start rummaging through my bag to see if I have anything that they might like.
Like it's kind of one of those moments where there's the drop of blood in the water when one of the youngins realize that like, oh shit, this lady's got goods. Everybody, all of a sudden you become the center of attention as they just like, and there's just this old tracking as you're shuffling through your bag. Uh, Lyra kind of like shit, like, God, disgusting, and just like pushes one of the like kids off of her, and you look like about waist high. There's just like a face print, and she's just like, and you see her just flick her fingers, and all of the dirt just falls off of her as she casts prestidigitation to kind of clean herself off.
Dang.
Can I
They
roll
don't
for
have it.
goodies in my bag?
That depends on what goodies you have.
I don't know what I have in my bag. That would be.
That would be on your character sheet.
All I have is the basics. Okay, I didn't think past this.
Can
You're the
she
one
get a
that's
free bag of Werther's Originals?
Yeah,
There are 30
Uh-oh.
kids. Roll a d20 to see how many Werthers you have.
okay,
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
10.
You're about to start a class war, so figure that out as the rest of you kind of like watch. You begin to hear this like kind of wizened individual come around the one of these staked up tents, and there's this man that's another furbolg that's kind of stooped a little bit, got a walking staff that's kind of gnarled and twisted. He's definitely one of the older people that you can kind of see in the direct vicinity as you guys are starting to divorce yourselves of these children. Some of the parents are starting to show up and kind of wrangle them. Some of the you hear like one of the parents just like, God damn it, Shania, Twain, both of you, get back here. Come on. And you just see him grab him by the ears and drag him away. You just
Is there a
got
Mark? You got a Shania and a Mark and a Twain,
yeah,
right?
Yeah,
I
definitely.
gotta be. Yeah.
And you hear another farther. It's like, Jason, Aldine, get over here. And you just it's
Tom
kind
and
of
Huckleberry.
it's kind of just a almost a town hall gathering as you arrive, and just all the children are amok. But this kind of wizened individual shuffles his way towards your group and just is like patting heads as he goes. And you see, well, what have we got here? All of you are, well, there's a lot of you. What are you doing here? And he kind of looks towards Illyria, or sorry, towards Lyra, and she goes, you sent a message to one of the higher ups that you guys were in some kind of danger, and he goes like, oh yeah, I'm trying to find an old man Southern voice, and I cannot do it, so I'm just going to
It's been a long week.
It has been, and my brain is kind of like shot right now. So it's gonna be this.
No.
Well,
Follow your heart.
we got we. No, that doesn't work
find it.
either. I gotta find something. Hold on. God, I had
You
a
were in
mental
a truck all day. You could have been workshopping.
today was all about like trying to get back soon, and then when I got back, I realized that I had left my headphones. They fell out of my pocket somewhere in Pleasant Garden, so I had to deal with like, do I go back to go get them or not? They're gonna die. There's just like, it's supposed to thunderstorm tonight. Like, it wasn't worth it.
Oh yeah.
And then I did a bunch of exercises, quickly ate something, and now I'm here and I'm a little out of it.
I feel you.
Okay. This is my wizened old man voice. Deal with it.
Yeah. Yay.
He just goes, yeah, we sent off a message to y'all about we got the rainy season is coming up, and damn, we got all the kids around here. We just don't have enough hands to get everything straight. I see you brought a crew of people to help out. Is this this team that we've been hearing rumblings about? Bjorn, good to see you, son.
Yeah. Who is this man? Is this the?
You recognize Skog Jebediah Elder.
Okay. Okay. All right. I real quick put down the two kids I was currently juggling and salute him, which really just is me smacking myself in the forehead with the back of my hand, and stamping my feet together. Um, uh, I'm sorry, sir. What did you ask me?
Well, I can see that the Reapers have been missing someone, so glad that you're back, son.
Oh yeah, I can do that, and I just like pull out my scythe and hold it out. So I'm just like, yeah, I can do that.
All right, okay. Well, I'm glad you brought some good working hands. Now the rest of you, it's a pleasure to make your acquaintance. My name is Skog Jebediah Elder. That is my title, my name, but everybody just calls me Jebediah around here. You can
What about
too,
Jeb?
or Jeb, whatever you prefer. But I normally like to keep to the full names just because it's part of the heritage. So, thank you. Now, all y'all, why don't you come, youngins? Get back over to Barbara Jean. We need you to get back to your learnings. Tell you what, I'm gonna wrangle all these kids here. I'll meet up with you in a second. Why don't you show them around here, Bjorn, and I'll be back. And so he kind of like starts to usher all of these kids away, and you get a better look of the surroundings. And at this point, let me see how to do this. Yaha!
Ha ha ha.
What in the? Damn, we got loading screens up in this bitch.
It's like a real video game.
Oh man, it's like I'm actually playing Skyrim or Baldur's Gate.
Oh my god, is this Baldur's Gate? I've been
Y'all
informed I do
see
not have a mini
the
token.
April Fools thing put out by Baldur's Gate saying they're moving to Pathfinder?
Oh my
Oh
god.
no.
That's so good.
They would. They would do
I
that.
saw I saw one from some science website that said the eclipse has suddenly changed course.
No.
Yeah. Just like been passed out for thousands of years, but we moved a little bit.
Yeah.
We didn't factor this in to our plans.
Hey,
But-
Dustin?
Yeah.
I'm not sure I have access to actually view anything.
Same.
Oh, hold on.
Yeah, I'm still black screened.
We're still loading.
Still learning.
It's been
cool.
one session. What do you mean you haven't mastered it yet?
Did that fix it?
No,
Not the Tuttle compound.
It still is
Um,
black screen.
compound.
Do I have to put tokens on the board?
Reagan.
Is that the problem? Let us see.
Maybe.
There it is.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh,
Token time.
it's still dark here.
Eh.
Oh, there it is. Ooh.
You're down in the name list. That's why.
Ooh,
Aha.
we have a map.
It's beautiful.
Oh,
Who made this map?
I did.
Eee,
It's a nice map.
That's a good looking map.
Okay. So you guys very quickly do the circuit of this town. It is a very small and quaint village. Around the center of town, you see a couple of like built up and actual like wooden structures, but they're few and sparing. Um, there's a couple of like individuals that wave hi. Bjorn kind of like gives the lowdown on. It's definitely one of those moments where David's going through Walmart and he just knows everybody that's there.
Yeah. Yeah.
the difference is Bjorn says hi back and talks to everyone. David pretends he doesn't see them and moves along.
Is glad to see them.
But it's kind of a quick circuit. You see, mostly it's tents kind of put together with a small cleared out area. It's mostly forested, but you get you see the signs that this town has mostly been in survival mode, and only in the past couple of years has been able to even lay this much of a groundwork. But like raising this many children, which as you go around, you realize that the at least a third of this community is the age is 5 years old and under. It's kind of impressive how many children are in this zone. And there's only a couple, two roads that lead out of the town and a small kind of like water source that they have set up around here. And you see that the edge of the town almost bunks up to where the edge of this dome is. If you look on the outside, you can see the spectral barrier that kind of like is relatively close to where the town itself is located. So the majority of this area is left almost wild. After a while, Bjorn, you're kind of walking around and you see a couple of two individuals that are walking by carrying the scythe that you are also hoisting up, and they kind of give you a like fist up salute as they walk by.
Brother,
And just
nothing.
no. um, and they come over and talk to you for a second, just like, oh, good, Bjorn, you're back for a little bit. So we've been having a damn hell of a time keeping everything back without having your little mystical ways with you. You been all right?
Don't worry, I brought Sparks back. We can do this.
Good. All right. Well, I gotta meet up with Reba. We gotta go help her. All right, I'll be back.
I knew she was gonna be there.
All right, bye, Bruce.
All right, bye. And then you just kind of see them like run off. So very quickly, you see the village leader come back, Jebediah, and he just, well, all right, y'all. Sorry about all that. Now, I Bjorn give you kind of the tour of the town. I see. We ain't got much, but we're humble folk here, and I'm sure he's told you all that. That's God forget we're I'm not used to visitors here much. Still weird seeing all them zip in and zip out. And as you look towards the beginnings of this teleportation circle, you just kind of see the mage that was there and working on it that almost got like bowled over as you guys entered into the town. He's just got his head like down, arms on his knees, and is just like shaking his head, like looking at this burnt out, like almost it's almost charred on this little patch of ground where he was beginning to inlay this teleportation circle, and it's just fucked. And behind him, you just see Lyra kind of like tapping her foot, just like, well, what do you mean we can't get back? Like, you've got to
Where in
like,
the
fix this up.
village? Yeah, sorry. Where in the village is the where
Circle.
like we're yeah.
I'd say it's kind of like in the center around here.
Okay, gotcha. All right.
Just like, what do you mean that we can't just go back? I mean, I could go, but like, is it broken or something? Like, fix it. That's what your job is. Do it. He's just like, I told you, I only brought so much to finish the circle. I'd have half as much as I needed to. I was only halfway through it. Like, you guys burnt it out, and now I'm stuck here. I do not have the materials to get back. Did you bring any crystals with you? And she's just like, of course not. This was supposed to be set up by now. It's just like, no, you came early. What? And she just rolls her eyes and walks off. So there seems to be a bit of an issue with the teleportation circle. And as she kind of walks over to the rest of your group, says, well, kiddies, bit of a problem. Seems like your ride back is punched. Unless you can find some of the crystals that we need to finish the circle over here, you guys just are going to have to stay here for a little while. Oh, darn. Sorry.
Oh,
You
that means
fucked
you're here
up.
with us too, right?
Oh, obviously I didn't fuck up. He wasn't finished in time, so it's not my problem.
Right, and
I
it's
can get back,
definitely
so
not
it
that.
doesn't affect me.
Rivet's gonna
Definitely
ask
not
what
that you
kind
just
of
couldn't.
crystals we need.
Oh, it's those the ones that the workmen dig up under the city. Just if you can find those here somewhere, that's what we need.
Ah, great, thanks. Should use science sarcastically.
What did she say? Did someone? I wasn't looking.
Well, Rivet just says great, thanks. But she does it like science sarcastically.
You're feisty. I like you. Okay.
How do you even do that? It's a little flourished, I guess.
So I guess this is going to be test number 1. Is you got to find some crystals. Good luck with that. Yeah, I'm gonna be over there,
As his arm
not
raised.
looking for that. And you kind of see her just walk away.
Oh. Wait, I had a question. No, hey, wait. You can
Yes.
stay here with my folks. You can stay with them if you need to. I had a question though.
What's
Nope, I lost it. Sorry. I'll come find you later when I think of it.
I hate you. Okay, bye. And you just hear her just sashay away.
Wait. The question was, couldn't our first mission be to help the town?
Yeah, do that. Good luck. And you kind of just hear her walk away. About
I
that
turn
time.
She's not.
So as you turn around, you see the Skog is just kind of left there a little bit confused as like one of the more powerful mages is just kind of walking away. Well, you see, yeah, we do actually need the little bit of help around here before the rainy season comes on proper. I'm sure Bjorn's told you all about what goes on with the shadow vine, right?
Don't touch. I do remember that part.
That's about
Yeah,
it.
avoid the vines.
Don't touch it, you will die.
Is that like quotation marks die or?
No,
No,
it's
or like-
pretty explicit. You need to not touch it. It's kind of nasty. It
By the
kind of
gods.
like wrap around you and it'll pull you down inside of it. And it's got these little prickers that'll go through pretty much damn near anything. And once that happens, you're kind of just stuck. And it grows fast enough that it will smother you. It will completely cover you, and you cannot get out of it anymore. Strong son of a bitch.
Well, that's horrifying.
It really
Interesting.
is. So I would avoid it at all costs, but we do have a bit of an issue because, unfortunately, where Bjorn over here, he was helping us quite a bit with his fire abilities. We have kind of been in a little bit of a losing fight since he's been gone. Past couple of years, he's been the one that's mainly keeping it at bay. Boy knows how to clear out some weeds, I tell you. But since then, we've had the Reapers kind of going on and trying to clear it out. So if y'all wanted to help them, that'd be real nice. We also got a couple of local farmsteads that need to be put together. The youngins have been quite a handful this year, and where we got so many people trying to clear out the vines, we just gotten behind on it. There's some leaky structures we got out here. There've been some damn weird noises coming out of the latrine at night, and none of us have been brave enough to go check on that. And I know Barbara Dream. She could use some help over at the school with the youngins over there. They've been a handful, like I said. Man, it's the damnedest thing. Sometimes in areas we've already cleared out, there just seems to be just shadow vine creeping up in there on no reason. It's really been a problem for us. Anything y'all could do to help would be wonderful before it kicks in. Because once that water comes down, you can't fight that weed anymore. It's coming.
Nana kind of like puts her hand up a little bit. Just where's the school at? What kind of stuff? Like teaching or just more like babysitting?
It's well, I mean, we don't. It's a little bit of everything.
It's more like wrangling.
Yeah, it's a little bit of wrangling, a little bit of wrestling, a little bit of learning. I'd say more on the wrestling side than anything.
We're
Okay,
real big
and-
on the 5 Rs here.
Oh, okay. Well, I
Yeah.
don't know much about the wrangling, but the teaching I could help on. Whenever we work on some other stuff, I'd be happy to
Well,
have you help
Bjorn
on
can
that.
show you the 5 Rs. Come on, boy, tell her.
We got the reading, the writing, the arithmetic, the wrangling, and the wrestling.
Oh dear.
Oh, okay.
It's what our society is built on. Be respectful.
That's fantastic. And you guys have a system and it works. I just
You
I
are
don't
going to
know
have to
what.
wrestle.
Oh, okay.
I like those foundational. I don't know. I like your system here, Bjorn.
Yeah, he gets it. Now,
It's
now
more
the,
of 4-year-olds are
wrestling winner
about the
doesn't
size of me.
necessarily. Huh?
So it's more so the 4-year-old's about my size, so I'm not sure how much I can do on the actual wrangling bit, but I can sure help with the writing and reading and rhythming and ticking.
Rhythmin and ticking?
Right to me.
Okay.
You-
I know the Barbara Jean would love to have you over there at the school. So
Well, that would be my honor to help.
kind of in the corner, you see like a couple of the kids are like peeking around the corner looking at you, and then as you guys are standing in this collective, you hear Jebediah just like shout over top of your heads. It's definitely that like looks over top of you, leans back a little bit, points the finger. Hootie, blowfish, back. No, get back.
No biting, no biting.
I real quick lean into Nana and just like, look, if you favor your life, I would recommend, unless you've gotten real good at Goodberry in the past couple of hours, do not mention snacks or you are doomed.
Yeah, I started resorting to throwing the last bits of my caramel candy, so I already got at that
And
in.
you saw the blood that came from it. Now, I hope you've learned.
I sure did.
For the whole class, or don't bring none at all. It could save your life.
Yeah.
Can I have done a sleight of hand check to get one of the candies before she threw them at the children?
That would be give me a sleight of hand check versus a mob of children's perception.
Are we all choosing to go to the school?
Yeah, are we doing
Why
like
did I roll so
Or
bad?
putting up?
Wow.
Ouch.
Damn, Stormwind.
That plus 0
Um,
really helped.
I won't tell you who noticed. There were kids that noticed, and I think the rest of the group probably noticed too.
Oh no.
Playing
so,
a dangerous
are we splitting up and going different locations? Like, I may
think-
want to have like one other person just to help with the wrestling and wrangling bit.
I think
Or
I
I
want to know
someone-
what's up with the latrine.
Yeah,
Okay.
I think we should send 2 people to.
It's Is there
two or
anything
three
that's
people.
close to each other? I know the village itself is close, but like is like the schoolhouse and the latrine close to each other, or the what were some of the other options? Like, are any of them like physically like close by, where in case if something happens, we
Yeah.
can get there soon?
Basically the latrine for the town. There's like during the like show and tell portion of the town, you know that the school was like in one corner. The latrines was almost like in the same area. There are a couple of other just houses and lean-tos that are put together. In fact, I can just show you the city center.
Whoa.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I feel like the latrine should probably be close to the school just because, that's a lot of kids. They probably have to
I
use the
got potty.
bathroom.
I got potty. I got
Yeah.
potty.
And one kid has to potty, and then the rest of them have to potty.
We've got the 5 hours and the 1 pee, and it's
Potty
because
party.
everyone has to pee so often.
So if a couple like me and if me and like one other person wants to go to one side, we can have some other people check out the latrine, kind of hit everything about the same time.
I'll go with you to handle the children.
Oh, thank goodness.
Now,
Yes.
this might be just one thought, but if this is your first interaction with the youngins, you might want them all run together. If I'm gonna just be honest here, I mean we are good at wrangling our kids, but we raise them right around here, and you get the wild boys going on. It's a hoot and holler.
A hoot and a holler. Oh god.
A hootin' and a hollering? Oh no.
It's a combination of the two.
Devastating.
Maybe
Yeah, I guess there's
maybe
strength
we
in
wrangle
numbers.
them. Maybe we wrangle
These
them up.
kids will overwhelm you. They are a pack of rats, essentially.
Well, I can make like a magical iPad.
But just
Now-
one?
Let's see what magical tinkering says.
We
You
don't.
got any
We
games
don't
on that
really
thing?
do a lot with. We don't do much screen learning.
So static visual effect appears on one of the object's surfaces. This effect can be a picture up to 25 words of text, lines, and shapes, or a mixture of these elements, as I like.
Picture.
Ribbit just makes cocoa melon.
I mean,
It could be a leap pad, you know.
it could be for learning. It could be for
It
learning.
might have. You got Miss Rachel on that thing?
Do you want to have a pack of 30 kids coming up to be like, you got games on your phone?
It might be a little overwhelming for Rivet. I'm gonna be honest.
Especially because they're the
All of
same
these kids are
size.
probably-
Although it
Yeah.
might cause an actual like civil war, because then there's only one magical iPad going around.
Now hold on, that's a decent idea. If you get them all to do kind of like a tournament style thing, that ought to keep them distracted for a while. And the ones who get beat up will be too busy tending to their wounds to really be too much of an issue. Hold on, you might be onto something.
This
It's a really
sounds.
dog world out here.
I
Dog,
like
dog.
I like this place more and more.
See, when you lose, that's when you go to Nana to do the reading, writing, arithmetic stuff, because that's the boring shit. No one really want to do that sorry stuff. I mean, shit. You kids know that word, right? Mm-hmm. So you enter the
You know
tournament,
what?
and
Okay,
whoever
I'm
wins gets
okay
one
with that. That's fine because I can put some little schmutz on them and make them feel better, and they can sit and learn some stuff while they're tending their wounds.
You'll have to kiss the boo-boos, and they are sticky and full of mud, but you're going to have to do it. But as soon as you do, then you can teach them how to read.
Bjorn, I have 16 grandkids. I live in state.
Well, here's 30 wild youngins. Good luck.
A lot of free spirits.
20 to 30. Wait, they're never still long enough for us to really get a head count.
Have the women lost track of how many they've had?
For some of them, probably.
I'm
Look,
just
I'm
so
bad.
tired.
No census going on.
We really lose track around here. Usually we just count
What's
up until we
their-
have enough.
What's their gestation period?
Nobody's
Like
really good at.
how long is
Nobody
their
here is
I
qualified to do
literally-
arithmetic.
I was so worried you were going to ask that question, and I do not have an answer that's not terrifying.
What was the question?
so what's their gestation period? Like
Oh Lord.
I was like, it's either like a year long or it's like full on like rabbits, where it's like every couple of weeks.
Oh boy.
God damn.
do they
I-
do they
No.
lay
I-
eggs or
I
does it,
have to
like-
say, sorry, my mind's been a little bit broken ever since you said census, because I don't know why, but I went to like Jeff Foxworthy like redneck dictionary, and my brain was just like, census. Y'all be quiet now, or it's going census. Census.
Oh.
God. Yeah.
There are those in the village that think that the vine can hear and act on things that we say. So, you know, that is thought.
Jeff Foxworthy is the local bard, and people, they don't have a whole lot of stand up here, so they just take what they can get.
The
It's very
fact that we have
local.
named so many musical artists, but the bard is Jeff Foxworthy is
that tracks for a country village.
Dolly Parton has been here doing the washing and the cleaning, and Jeff Foxworthy is the bard.
Beyonce's the mayor. It's fine.
Oh my god, no.
You might be a villager if you had to take your clothes off the line for a storm.
God, she
comes.
does actually count as a country star now. No.
Yeah, man.
But
She's
her
in it
name's
now.
not country enough. Unless she'd have to change her name to Barbara Jean, honestly.
Barbara Jean's gonna do a turn as Beyonce. It's French.
It's
Beat some of them
BYON.
book learning nerds. I believe in her.
All right. So I guess just from a meta plot standpoint, there are a number of tasks and goals that are going to be followed, and there is only a certain number of days to be able to complete them all in. So the tasks that are in front of you, the Reapers need help clearing out the forest of the Shadowvine. And specifically, Reba was named as the person to look for. The town needs help with the harvest on the local farmsteads. The structures of the village could use some help. There's a couple of like older villagers. Like it's a town where when it rains for almost a solid month straight, tents get soggy, and so the actual built-up structures kind of get run down and used. So more permanent structures would help the town. There have been strange noises coming from the latrine at night. Some of the Barbara Jean needs help at the school. I missed this one. You kind of hear Jebediah like hustle over, just like, oh hell, damn it! I forgot to mention. We've also some of our stores in the town. Like we keep the harvest that we got. We keep it collectively. We got mushrooms and that kind of stuff that we all share, and a couple of things that we hunt in the forest we bring back. But it's not been a lot, but stuff's been disappearing, and no one around here is going to be stealing anything. So I don't know what it could be, but it's concerning. There's also weird spots where the shadow vine has been showing up in areas that have already been cleared, and the teleportation circle to get back to the mageocracy. The mage that is there has kind of got like his hand in his head and is just like muttering to himself. So if you guys would like to get back, you're going to have to try and find some crystals to finish the teleportation circle.
So let's go as far as priority list. So the Shadow Vines sound like that's the priority because that's the reason why we came here. Definitely want to check the latrine. It sounds like the latrine and maybe the store is some good night stuff. I would imagine probably Shadow Vines is more of a day stuff. No offense to the kids, that's kind of on the bottom level. And then
You
probably
don't know these kids.
We can't reach these kids.
Uh-huh.
Then you don't know these kids if you're putting them at the bottom.
as far as priorities, we need to make sure the kids are safe first. So we got to take care of the latrine, take care of the vines. So they can't become adults until they finish being kids, and they can't finish being kids if they get eaten by the shadow vine.
I think the issue is keeping them contained and distracted long enough to do the other things. Because otherwise they're just running around. Like, part of the issue is that they were, like, distracting people from solving the other issues.
Oh, okay.
Like I said, Cocoa Melon.
Yeah, I think Rivet figured it out.
I'm
How
going
big?
to.
How big can you make the tablet?
It says on object surface, so I guess as big as the object is.
Because here's a thought. So if we basically, whenever they wheel in Bill Nye Science Guy on the TV cart, like
Yeah.
Mhm.
kind of thinking the same idea on that. Just like this will be something they've never seen before. They'll be fascinated. So if we can kind of stick them in an area and they can just kind of watch shit on a big tablet screen, they will be focused. And so we can get some other stuff done.
You could turn one of the whole walls inside the school building into this.
It's probably, yeah.
Then yeah, that ought to do it.
So that'll keep them distracted. That'll keep them fascinated because this is brand new. Because aside from what I'm understanding, aside from you, Bjorn, they don't really have much with magic now, except for the mage and the magocracy. But that's still relatively new.
I mean, everyone here is able to talk to normal plants and animals and stuff, and
Mhm.
yes, sometimes people go invisible for a few minutes and they come back. But I'm pulling up my Fearbulk base stat.
But as far as people or being able to see things created on the walls.
That would be a new one. Most of our stuff is nature related, and I'm the first to have more than the basics.
So I mean, if I was a kid,
yeah, no,
I'd be
that would be a
fascinated.
double achievement. We ain't never had a screen before.
I don't think a little screen time is going to hurt them that much.
Yeah, it's just,
If it's good.
Said every millennial parent this generation.
Every parent who is just exhausted.
and in
We
the
take
iPad.
Screen time, it's fine.
Parental engagement, what's that?
As long as it's limited to when it's absolutely necessary. Like right now. Right now it seems to be pretty necessary.
Don't
Right
worry,
now
we
is
can put parental
necessary.
controls on this thing.
Oh, that's fine. They've seen it all.
If they put a passcode,
No,
it's just
What is all?
I mean, we live in tents, man.
They saw how they make their siblings.
Oh god, you're right.
We live in tents and there's a lot of kids. They've seen some shit.
I was gonna ask if they were nomadic, but I guess you
We
can't
used
really
to-
move around with all these vines.
Oh yeah, Bjorn would have explained that to you guys by now. Like, that's kind of the thing during the rainy season when the vines are growing real bad. There for a long time, we did kind of have to move because our shit would just get taken over, and when you can't really fight back as it's growing, you just kind of look for the clearings.
Mm-hmm.
But then I was able to use fire, so that's why we've been able to settle down for longer. But oh yeah, the kids have never been nomadic because they're brand new, but everyone else is used to it.
Has anybody else in the village shown any magic potential so we could possibly teach them how to cast fire?
I mean, you've got probably the only ones that might be starting to show signs are a couple of the younger kids. Most of the adults have like kind of been in this like stinted just survival mode for so long that nobody was ever really able to thrive until now. Like legitimately 5 years ago was when this town was built, and so everything's just kind of been like, oh shit, we actually just have a minute to sit still. And really the only reason that was able to happen is because Bjorn could burn back the vines and burn it back far enough so that when the rainy season came, it didn't grow all the way and like encompass this clearing.
Because if we can have, if we have the time, maybe teach some of, the ones that actually go and cut the vines, try to teach them.
You hear Jebediah kind of like, well, ma'am, and he looks up at the sky, and at this point, you guys have all been kind of getting it's that like New England like evergreen forest like mist where it's kind of ever present. At this point, you guys are getting kind of damp. If you're standing out in the open, and then you're getting rained on a little bit. It's that like it's still light up out, but overcast enough, and especially between the trees that you know a storm is coming, you don't know when. And mechanically how this is going to work is I'm going to roll a d6 every day that you guys are here. So for today, there will be, I'm going to go ahead and roll it now. I rolled a 6. Every day that you guys are here, I'm going to re-roll this dice. If it lands on a number that has already been rolled, that is when the rainy season is here.
Oh no.
All right.
So this is your first day, and a 6 has already been rolled.
Oh shit, it's like betrayal.
Yeah.
So I think we start day one, we all go together, arrange the children, set up the screen, and as soon as it's safe for people to break away, a couple people head towards the vines, and a couple people maybe start doing construction. And then as it gets dark, we've come back and focus on the latrine issue and maybe see who's been stealing.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay. So with that plan in mind, you hear Jebediah just say, "All right, y'all. Again, I'm so grateful that y'all come here. Bjorn, it's good to see you, son. I'm gonna get back to it." And you kind of see him kind of like shuffle off and go check to a few other people. And as he walks off, you see him kind of walk towards another group of older individuals. And there are just not many Faribolgs here that are of the age of Jebediah and the people that he's with. In fact, as looking around, you see kind of like couple of it's hard to eyeball some of these individuals, but like the gray markings and like the silvered hair that show the age of like a truly old Furbolg is not present on but maybe 3 to 4 people that you can see out of the entire village. You get the feeling that like the lifestyle that Bjorn and his like town had to live through to like finally get to this thing was very hard, and not a lot of like the older generation was able to kind of keep up. But you guys make your way towards the city square here. As you do, there's this small kind of like tucked away little hut that's almost off to the side of the school. And sitting out front, you see in this like old rocker with these like gnarled and kind of like sagging skin, these like deep, sallow eyes, but just a gentle smile, this like woman with long, just white hair flowing, just like nose is wrinkled and almost like turned to like leather from just how old and craggy she is. And just, boy, is that you, Bjorn? I've been hearing.
Granny! And I'm like gonna run over.
Just like, did you bring me a snack?
Always, Granny, and I hand her a handful of good berries. Actually,
I knew I'd raised you right, boy.
I'm trying to remember if I've already used good berry once today. I can't remember. I should probably go ahead and mark that though.
She just kind of like gives you this genuine smile and just begins to like kind of like put one into her mouth, and you see her. It's that like old toothless, just like just rolling it around her mouth a little bit, trying to gum it, and just like you know, till eventually she just smiles and pockets the rest of them. It's like, it's good to see you, boy. Well, I best get on with teaching the arithmetic. And you kind of see her turn towards the back and creak, and as she gets up, it's just painful watching this like arthritic old woman get up. And this is definitely the oldest individual that you can see. The rest of you, good to meet you. My name's Verna. Don't be strangers, you hear?
What is it? Sorry, I'm hard of hearing. What was it?
Verna.
Berna. Okay.
Okay.
But you can just call me Granny.
I keep looking at Nana, expecting her to say something.
Just kind of stand there, just taking everything in.
So, Bjorn leading the way, you kind of continue not far from it, and as like Verna goes around the corner, you kind of hear her like tapping her cane on the floor and just like, all right, Natalie, Marty, you, Emily, the three of you, leave Earl alone. If you keep feeding him, those peas are gonna kill him. Stop! I said stop it.
Peace.
Eves?
That was a deep cut. All right, nobody got that one. Good.
Yep.
Sorry.
Dang. That was a
Where's
good
Earl?
joke.
I don't get it.
Sorry. Is
You
it?
guys didn't listen to enough Dixie Chicks growing up.
I was gonna say, is it a Goodbye Earl reference? Because I
Yes.
think I've heard that song maybe once or twice because David showed it to me.
I was forced growing up to listen to so much country, and now I can use it for evil.
Wait.
Yeah, all of the jokes are gonna go above our heads, man.
Wait,
Yeah,
did
man.
you say peas? Because
Same.
isn't in the song they used beans?
Black Eyed Peas.
It was Black Eyed Peas.
Oh, wait, that makes so much more sense.
They
The funniest
tasted all
thing
right to
about
me, Earl.
video, the best part about that music video was going back years later and realizing that the Earl's wife was played by Jane Krakowski, and I still think
Nice.
that's funny.
Okay, so as you guys get closer to the school, it's the sound of chaos, but like pervading from it, you begin to hear a strange song kind of slowly making its way through it. And fuck you, Brianna. So you touch the vine, you'll die. You touch the vine, you'll die. Oh no, look where you go. You touch the vine, you'll die. You see that creeping vine that's darker than the night. Stop, don't, oh hell no. You touch the vine, you'll die. It's got some pricker spines that's sharper than your hide. Run back, don't touch the vine, you'll die. Now you best not forget the most important bit. Don't go, leave your home. You touch the vine, you'll die.
Why is it you, Brianna? What did I do?
You're the one that requested a rhyme last session.
Oh.
I didn't exactly rhyme at that last stanza, but they're children, whatever.
Yeah, it's
Are
one of
we
those
in the building or are we
close
As you guys
to it.
make your way towards it with that like finishing off, you part through this kind of like larger tent, and it's one of those tents that has like the 3 stakes that go down the center. They billow out to the left and right, and they're tacked to the sides, and just there's rows and rows of like almost church pews, but they're just filled with little kids, spanning from ages 5 to 1, just kind of like some of them are paying attention, some of the older kids are kind of like holding on to the younger ones. You see this like standing in the center, like waving her hand in the air, and just hair tied back in like 3 buns that are all just messy. You see who you assume to be Barbara Jean, this kind of like woman who is also very much pregnant, carrying 2 other children in her arms, just trying to like, all right, y'all, just calm. All right, we finished the song. Did you remember it? Okay. We had enough wrestling. We had enough. Hey, we had enough wrestling.
I'm gonna go up to her and just like calmly put my hand on, I'm assuming probably her like leg, because I think they're like way taller than me, and just kind of look up at her and just, I got this. I like to cast thaumaturgy on myself, and in a big booming voice from this small little woman, you'll just hear, "Everybody sit down."
There is that like deep intake, and you hear the like creaking of wood as all the kids are like, oh fuck, for a second. You have their attention. You just see like this wide-eyed look from Barbara Jean, and she looks at you just like, how did you do that? Teach me, how? And then all of a sudden, just the moment's lost, and they're back to like, it's not as bad as it was, but like just the chaos begins to ensue again.
I'm gonna thaumaturgy my shit again, and just have a huge. You said there was like it's a tent.
Yes.
Okay, I'm gonna like basically take the tent and kind of like bring all any kind of if there's any kind of light or any like tent things open to get it as far as like a huge thing of wind, just shutting it, and then once again just everybody listen, sit down.
I guess at this point, give me an intimidation check, I guess.
Oh yeah, intimidate us kids.
Intimidation.
Hear 'em.
Sweet little grandma.
The only thing that's ever scared them before in their lives is the vine that'll kill them.
That is a normal roll.
We ain't afraid of you.
18. Fuck you guys. This little creature that they've never met, that's about the size of a 2-year-old, commanding them to do everything.
I've got
So-
down vines bigger than he. All my
You're
life.
not sure if it's a combination of just like how much volume is coming out of a small body, if it's just the intimidation that is a grandma with a wooden spoon, but you have their attention. There's this kind of like tense silence as you hear the like little coughs and sneezes, and like the sounds of like overexcited and bored children that are suddenly trying to be as quiet as they can.
Well, thank you, children. Now, we are some visitors today, and we are going to show you something very exciting, but you got to be very careful, okay? I'm going to look over to...
What you gonna show us?
I want you to guess. And I'm going to point over to, or look over to Rivet, and it's kind of like, are you able to, like, do the tablet? Like, is it good to go?
Okay, so little stipulation of a tablet.
Well, the screen.
Okay,
I keep calling it a tablet, but the screen with Cocoa Melon.
Cocoa Melon, yeah. So the thing is, the tinkering here only works on a tiny non-magical object.
Mhm.
But you bet your sweet Bippy I can make a projection.
Okay.
Just give me a couple seconds, because I gotta rifle through my stuff in my bag.
Okay, what
I was-
do you think is in Miss Rivet's bag? Does anyone put your hands up? If you got any, what do you
see
think
a
is
couple
in?
of hands raised. One of them's like a redheaded like kid with just dirt on his face. There's like a small girl with like pigtails that she's got both hands raised, just like waving them in the air trying to get your attention, and then just a smattering of other individuals in the back. At this point, like just with the presence that you have been able to like get over these kids, Barbara Jean is also standing behind you, just like awestruck right now.
Okay, do you think it's something big in Rivet's bag? Or do you think it's something small? What about you in the front? What do you think?
Why are you so small?
Well, that is just how I was created, the same
I'm a
way that
goblin.
you are so big.
Why is she so small?
I'm a goblin.
Why are you a goblin? What's a goblin?
So
They're
a goblin.
goblins.
So a goblin in a
What is she
different
then?
area.
Like they're
That's
asking you now, Rivet.
What
What-
do you ask?
What's she asking?
So you said that you're a goblin. So like, well, then what's she? Why is she so short and she's different? She's not like us, but she's not like you, but she's also different.
I'm not
So
sure.
we're gonna go through this real quick. So my name is Nana, and I am a gnome. So what I do you know those rocks that you guys have outside? I live in a big rock. And all of my family in my village lives in this big rock. And so since we have to be in rocks, we gotta be smaller. But you guys are in the forest, and so you guys are tall as trees, so you have to be real big. Does that make sense?
You see a kid like raise their hand and then start talking in the back, like, "My brother said that gnomes don't live in rocks. What's a gnome?"
Well, a gnome. Well, not gnome. God, what the fuck am I? I'm a dwarf. That's what I am.
No, I thought it was a dwarf.
I was gonna say.
I was
Dwarf.
confused a
I
little bit
didn't
there.
realize
get
you
them-
changed
I get
your
them-
name.
Congratulations, everyone.
Okay, so
I was
I'm
like,
a
wait.
dwarf. I'm a dwarf. And so what that means is that I live
I
in
thought you were a
rocks.
gnome. Why are you
I-
changing that?
See, my
Um,
granddaddy was a gnome.
You're
So
starting
I
to
call
lose
myself-
them. You're starting to
I'm
lose
part
them.
Now, let's go back. What is in Miss Rivet's bag? What do you think?
While they're doing this inside, I'm going to like start making a gladiatorial arena outside. In
Go for
winter.
guns.
I would say with your perception, or sorry, what's your passive perception?
Mine?
Yeah.
Who?
Did we lose him?
Hello.
Gabe Jimin?
I have push to talk right now because there's a lot of background noise.
Oh, gotcha.
I think Foundry kicked me out.
Oh.
I think it does
I
that
think
if
we
you don't
all
move around a
kind of
little bit.
We were kind of like 12. I think we were all pretty much, except I think Glory's not Glory. God.
Stormwind?
Stormwind
Yes.
was a little bit.
But I think I have
Stormwind
was
was
I'm at between 11 and 13 passive perception.
Okay. They're not being very sneaky about it. So I'd say about the time that you get the idea to sneak out, you notice a couple of other kids, like a couple of the like older ones, like 5 and 6 year, or the like 5-year-olds, a couple of boys, couple of the like girls that definitely hit their growth spurts earlier. They're all there's maybe like 6 of them that are starting to like sneak away out of the back of the tent.
Yeah, I think I have a 16 passive perception.
Yeah,
You would
yours
also
was-
notice these individuals sneaking out to the side as Torbjorn also begins to kind of let go. You just
Yeah, I have a passive perception of 11.
okay. They're
Minus
still
16 as
kids,
well.
so they're not like the sneakiest, but it's definitely that like they're slipping under like one of the panels of the tent to try and get away, and the two of you clock that.
Follow them. I'll just be on the other end.
Can I try
I don't
and
know.
grab?
I'll.
They're going to be the first of my victims here.
So you're just going over and trying to grab them?
Yeah.
right.
Like kind of sneakily, just like put my hands on their shoulders or they're trying to walk away and sneak away.
Okay. I guess if you're being sneaky, go ahead and give me a stealth check.
Nah.
Okay.
All right.
So, sticking to the outskirts, you kind of slink along, and during this entire time, Nana, you're still trying to get all of the kids to like pay attention to whatever Rivet is doing. Stormwind, you also clock like Torbjorn kind of go off to the side and begin to follow. And as the both of you kind of naturally make your way up to this small group of kids, they've got their backs to you as they're whispering. Perfect. Yes.
Oh yeah.
And you just hear them kind of like one of the older girls is just like, "This is stupid. You know what we should go do? We should go mess with them wuggs again." And then you can see some nods, and then like a couple of them are getting to like sneak away. And around this time, Thorbjorn, you come up to one of them and you grab like one of the like boys that is beginning to turn, and all of them like look, and as they see you, that same older girl is just like scatter, and then they all just and just all corners to the wind, just starting to run.
What did they say they were gonna go mess with?
Let's go mess with those wuggs.
Wuggs.
It's a wug. I'm guessing Torbjorn has a child in his hand.
Yes, and he's just like, "What are you doing? Let me go now! No, stop it!"
And I'm trying to be the good cop to Torbjorn's bad cop, and I'm just like, well, we're new here. What's a wug?
You're not supposed to. The adults can't hear about that. You're not supposed to know that.
Well, I'm not an adult. I'm 18, honey. I'm just a kid. I'm just a little bit bigger.
Prove it.
I floss.
No.
Oh god.
Give me a performance check.
Oh.
I'm hip, I swear.
I promise. How do you do, fellow children? Yeah.
So with a 21, you floss harder than anyone has ever seen. You have perfectly synchronized your arm movements with your hip. You've seen all the Fortnite challenges. You've seen them do that on the courtyard, where all of the like young members of the Mageocracy go and drop into the battle arena for practice for 4 nights. And definitely showing off your youth. It's just like, oh yeah, that checks that. You're gonna have to teach me how to do that later. That's really cool. Okay, and I mean, but what about him? Because Bjorn, because how tall are you?
I'm only like 5'4", but I'm still human.
He's too old. I know you're cool, but
Yeah, he looks like 20.
are you an adult? You have to tell me if I ask you. Are you an adult?
I am an adult. But
I can't say anything with he's here then.
but
I can only
listen,
tell you.
am I really an adult if I play games for a living?
Prove it, floss.
I don't. No. I don't floss. You see where I'm from? All the adults play the most dangerous games. Games too dangerous for the children.
Well,
so maybe I can't talking to you. I honestly can't be telling you about this because you're a child.
So you're an adult. I can't tell you. I mean, I'm not allowed to talk to adults.
No. Hey, what's your name? What's your name, kid?
my name is hold on, I gotta find one. My name's Billy.
The kid,
No,
Billy Ray Cyrus.
my brothers Ray and Cyrus. They were
Yeah.
in the group.
Billy, what would I tell? What do you think if I told you he works for me? I'm the leader of this whole group. The adults in this group, they work for me. So anything you tell me, you can trust that they won't tell any of the other adults. Okay?
Roll a
No.
deception check.
Where-
Why are you laughing at deceiving a kid?
yeah. I did bad.
Oh,
Damn.
I mean,
It's not very convincing.
I still can't talk in front of adult. If like I could tell you if he wasn't here. Like I know he's working for you and everything, but like, it's the rules, man. It's just the rules. I can't. You know how
What
it
if
is.
what if Torbjorn just turns around?
Yeah. You know, meet me in my office. And I gesture around the corner of this tent, and I try and wave Torbjorn off.
Torbjorn,
Yeah,
what do you do?
I'm just gonna walk away and go back to building my arena.
There's that moment where like you walk away, and if you like enter back in the tent, there's definitely that like the flap opens and you just hear like oohs and ahs from the presentation that Nana is giving in there, and then just the flap closes. So you have a moment of silence out here, Stormwind. And this kid just like, uh, I, I know he's one of your hires, but he seems like kind of a narc.
It's a new working relationship. We'll get there eventually.
Okay.
You know,
Well,
you got to build trust up. But I trust you, Billy. I think you've got what it takes.
oh man, I'm gonna have
So
to tell Ray and Cyrus about how I've been a cool adult. It's oh, okay. Well, I guess I could. Well, I mean, not an adult. You're a kid because you flossed. That's right. So
right.
yeah. So the rest of us. Yeah, I mean, you could come too since you're a kid, but we were gonna go. We were gonna go wugging. It's uh, you gotta go to the wugging hole.
The Wuggen hole.
Yeah.
What happens at the Wuggen hole?
We go and wrassle the wugs.
A lot of
And
wugging.
what's a wug?
A bullywug. They're like little like frog people.
Oh. Have I ever met a bullywug before? Do
You
I
have
know what a bullywug?
not.
Interesting. What's a bullywug?
They're like frog kids, like us. But we wrestle them, and whoever wins gets the shiny rock.
Oh, that's very interesting. Very interesting. You know what? I want to go wrestle. You know what? This is a test for my man Torbjorn. He's so good at wrestling. He's the best wrestler I've ever seen. And you
But
know
you're an
what?
adult. You can't.
I know,
wrestle
I
wugs
know,
if
I
you're an
know.
adult.
I gotta but see, as the boss, I gotta test people. I gotta test their skills. And you'd be doing me a favor if you let me bring Torbjorn to go wrestle, because then I could see whether he's a narc or not. You see? and then I could owe you a favor. Wouldn't you like that? If
Roll
you
a
would do me this
check.
favor? Come on. Yeah.
Nice.
You kind of see him just like deliberate and just like, oh, I mean, I guess. I don't know. I might have to ask Patsy about it. I'm not like the leader, like you are. Like if you let me go, I can ask her if he can come.
You know what? You know what, Billy? Maybe you don't have what it takes. To be, you got to take some initiative. You know what I mean?
But but and he just starts crying.
No, Billy, it's okay. It's okay. All you got to do is just take some initiative and just show me and my good buddy, Torbjorn, let's go wugging. Go wugging. Who's
But my
Patsy? Why
friend
is
left me,
why is
and
Patsy the
they're
boss?
not here, and you're telling me that I have
But
to let an adult come, and I'm not supposed to let adults go walking. And just like start to
no.
bawl.
I put my hands on his shoulder and I'm panicking. I'm not good with kids. I'm not around them very often. And it's just like, no, see, it's fine. We're friends, right? Right? We're friends. And you know what? I'll talk to Patsy. But I think Torbjorn would have such a great time. Wuggin, and we just got here, and it would be really hospitable of you to, bring us. And, maybe, how old is Patsy?
She's 5, but she's almost 6, and she's kind of mean about it.
Well, just because she's older doesn't mean, well, and how old are you?
I'm 5, but I'm not almost 6.
Okay, but right now you're the same age.
But she's like 5 months older than me, and she keeps talking about it, and she's kind of a jerk about it.
You know what? I get that, kid. I get it. But just because she's older doesn't mean she's the
Distance,
boss
you
of
just
you.
hear Lyra sneeze like loudly.
Yeah, I really see myself in this kid. All of a sudden, I am invested in this kid being the leader and usurping this other kid that I have not met. Yeah, I bet I can see it in your eyes, Billy. You got it. Just let me and Torbjorn will be the best wugging friends that ever did wugged. We'll be your friends.
I thought about it. If we do a tag team, I could be on the team with Torbjorn, so we could be the Torbjorn tag team, and we could wrestle the Wuggs, and that could work. That could work.
Yeah.
And you kind of see him like start to get excited.
Yeah, it'll be so good. Okay, so we're gonna go wugging. We're gonna go wugging.
Yeah, but you gotta make him look like a kid, because if he looks like an adult, what she does right now, then they're just gonna say no because he's an adult. And I'm gonna get in trouble with Patsy.
We could just throw some mud on him. He'll blend.
But he's.
Does that sound?
I mean,
I'm large. I'm tall, but I'm still a kid, right?
you proved you were a kid. You've got sick dance moves. He's just. You're gonna have to do something about it.
He's gonna have to hit the gritty.
He's gonna have to hit that gritty. What if he?
Teach him how to Dougie.
I don't know enough. I was gonna say Whip and Nene, and I was like, that is too old. That is too old to teach.
Yeah.
The kids aren't doing that anymore.
They're not whipping or naning.
But you did that.
What do the youths do? That like. Let me look up some Fortnite dances. You know what? You know what?
We'll workshop it. We'll workshop it. We'll workshop it. Okay. So the rest of you guys, at this point, Rivet, how goes the projector? What have you been doing this whole time?
I need more time, so I decided that now would be a good time to deploy my Steel Defender.
Whoa.
Just to distract the kids, let them see a cool little robot dude dancing around.
So describe what the kids see.
Okay, so they see me pull out like this bowling ball sized mechanical ball out of my bag and see me just roll it down the aisle in between the pews, and they see it unfurl, and it just becomes this like it's really just a walking trash can with 2 legs, like a little cylindrical thing with headlights that look like eyes,
Mm-hmm.
and it kind of just pops up and starts looking around at the children. Did the children do anything, or
They're just like it's like just like flabbergasted silence as they're just like tracking this, just the little like whirring and like jostling that it does as it like settles and kind of like stands up and moves around. They are definitely just like
hey, Rick
and
kind
you
of
see
throws
just
a
like
nervous
hands
glance at
starting
Nana.
to raise up as just like everybody now wants to ask a million questions about the autonomous trash can.
Oh God,
I
I don't have the fast enough hands for this. What questions are they asking?
And just like, what colors did it do? Can you make it dance? Does it know how to floss? And then you can hear like this kid in the back just being like, can it wrassle? I want to wrassle it. And you kind of see him slowly like walking his way up towards it.
Okay, Rick kind of just waves her hands like, no, it's not. Let's not wrestle the robot. He's a little
Let
made
me
of tougher
wrassle it.
stuff.
I want to wrassle it. Let me wrassle it.
It can do dances though, and it starts doing the whole the frog routine from Looney Tunes.
Give me a
hello,
performance
my
check.
baby. Hello, my honey. Hello, my ragtime gal.
Oh, that's not good.
Reference for the children.
Okay, charisma check. Let's do it. 5.
That's real nice. Having the mute character do a charisma check.
On the robot?
Yep.
How does this make sense?
It ribbits.
There is so essentially the first half goes you get it to prance across the stage. It goes a little bit and it's teetering in a way that is concerning to you, but you just can't focus on it. You're trying to get the screen together. So as you take your eyes away, you just hear and just like you hear from the back.
Please don't scar the children. Please don't scar the children.
Just one kid just like, he's going for the suplex. Look at him. And you hear like, oh, I'm going to wrestle it. And then you kind of see this like kid go up and shoot for the legs and just take it out. And it lands on top of this child. How heavy does this thing weigh?
I would have to check its stat block.
Let's see. I've got it right here. I'm trying to see.
Okay. It does not have it. Damn.
Let's see. This
It's
is
a medium construct, so however much medium is.
Medium size and made of metal.
You're saying the Steel Defender lands on top
Oh
of
no.
Uh-oh.
So we're gonna. I need everybody roll initiative.
Oh no!
What?
Including me.
Everyone that is in the hut right now, as a dangerous situation has just arisen. So it's that moment in Baldur's Gate where something just went wrong, and now we're hitting turns.
Oh.
I just wanted to show them a cool robot.
There is no combat encounter in your currently viewed scene.
Ah.
I can't roll initiative.
Let me figure out how to do that.
I got real nice.
Would I roll initiative because I'm outside?
You would not. You were doing a different scene. How do
Dad says I can't roll initiative yet.
I'm trying to figure out how the fuck you do initiative. Oh, this is weird. Hold on.
Do you want to take a
First,
fiver?
Yeah, let's take a 5-minute break. I'm gonna do some googling real quick, and get a refill of water. So
Okay,
disperse.
babe.
It looks like Ratchet's gonna get a kill.
Oh no.
We'll also be right back.
Fight scene.
are we saying it fell on top of the kid, or it like went
It fell on
defensive?
top of the kid. It fell
Okay.
on top of the kid.
Okay.
Combat tracker. Navigate to the scene where it takes place. So we'll go here. Okay. You do token controls. Select everyone in the encounter. Right click on one of the tokens. Interesting. Okay.
I'm back. Are we what's happening?
He's still working on it.
Okay.
I tried doing initiative now.
Oh,
Hey, it worked.
Okay.
Yikes.
All right. So now where is the initiative tracker? Oh, okay. It's up there. Interesting. There's a whole new tab. Sorry, this is weird. All right, I'm gonna go get some water. I've been talking a lot. I will be back.
Doing redneck voices is difficult on the vocal cords.
Bro, I've been having to like fight the urge to go into redneck voice talking to rednecks.
I've noticed that Nana's kind of flipped a time or two.
Yeah,
What?
it's camouflage.
You've accidentally gone a little southern a couple of times while talking to the kids.
Gotcha.
It just happens.
It's hard not to sometimes.
When I've been on the phone with Dustin during like my lunch breaks recently, whenever I've talked about something in town, I've immediately slipped into the voice. So like I've been walking around the wood or like on the walking trail at work and I'll be talking normally and then suddenly I'll be in my southern accent. And it's just like, I'm glad that recently there haven't been many other people out walking at the same time, because I'm sure whoever can hear me thinks I'm insane.
Feel that?
Like,
Talk
it's
to yourself.
already bad enough that people don't notice that I've got headphones in, so they think I'm talking to myself.
I think most people just assume at this point you're on the phone with someone.
They do not. You would think so, but they do not. I have been told by a couple of people that it took them a long time to realize that I was on the phone.
Oops.
And, you know, these headphones are also a little bit noise canceling, so I don't even notice if someone else is trying to talk to me most of the time.
Are they pros?
No, they're just oh god, what are these things called? No, not
Raycons?
Ray-Ban. Raycons, thank you, yes.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Those ones that the YouTubers suggest in their
Yeah, I hear that.
commercials.
A lot.
They've been good for me though. I've been using them for years now, and they're still working.
Really?
Yeah, because Tina bought these for me years ago. I don't remember when exactly. But it's been a while.
Why does my house have to have fucking stairs? The house should know I did squats yesterday.
Oh.
Ugh.
It's not
You
fair.
bought it, nerd.
Okay.
That's how this child feels getting crushed by a robot.
I'm trying. Okay, so I don't know how to manually do initiative. So, like, you might have to roll on here.
Oh, sorry. Let me see. How did you
Hold on.
guys do? Just
Let me check. I might be able to. No.
You go to your character sheet and just click initiative.
I think also if you go to the like 2 swords on the tab and then you click on the dice, you should be able to roll it there. I'm assuming.
oh, yep. Let's see. What just happened? Okay. But I rolled, well, I mean, that's better than what I rolled in real life, but that's not what I rolled in real life. I was hoping there'd be like a way to edit it to say whatever. Oh.
No, there's really not. That's a little annoying. But I guess it just
I
kind of
like my real dice.
I think in everything else you can, but I guess initiative just to make the tracker happy.
Yeah,
Unfortunately, we'll have to be through this system.
I'll have to remember that.
We have shadows now.
Woohoo.
Were the shadows hard to set up, Dustin?
Shadows?
The shadows on the buildings.
Oh no, it's actually pretty easy. I was like just playing with that. Because I can just go swoop, 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 whoop.
Schweedy.
Oh, you're like clicking something?
Yeah. Boop. Boop. Boop.
Neat.
And is like the lighting fucking with you guys at all or anything? Is it better than Roll20?
If you write the lines after, I want to see something. Well, if you write the lines after we're already on the map, I can still see in there. But I don't know
well,
if
I
it's
mean, I've
good.
got it on global visibility. It was more just me like futzing with it. Let me see. There's a lot of options for everything.
Our tokens look so tiny.
Yeah, I didn't scale the map right, but whatever. I'm still learning. As soon as I
Oh,
put
well.
your tokens on the board, I was just like, ooh, whoops.
Oopsie poopsie.
Okay, also, I just kind of curious. Hold on. I'm going to hit a button. I'm sorry if it fucks up everything, but I just want to see what this happens. Huh. Okay.
Oh, did they have us roll for initiative? Or-
Yeah, I can just click a button and do it. So, like, that's an option. I'm going to
Interesting.
do it 3 times just to randomize it, and then we'll go with that.
So
Oh.
it doesn't even show up in the.
Oh, so it doesn't show up in the thing at all when I do
No,
it?
Oh.
it shows up
No,
on
it
the
does.
combat screen. The
Yeah, it shows up
Yeah.
on the
combat encounters tab.
All right.
I
So
didn't see it at first.
and this is the third one. This is the one we'll stick with.
Dang, I had a 20 a second ago.
that literally went from the top of the initiative to the bottom.
I've got a
Sorry.
23 and I'm not in the room. Oh no!
Actually,
Oh, nice. 19.
you're
Okay, no.
probably the person to go first.
Yeah.
So this is mostly just to like have a reaction order. There's not a lot of the battle like thing, but essentially you turn over and you see wrassle him, and you as soon as you hear like this shot happens, it goes for the knees of the thing. You hear tink and just like ow, and then all of a sudden you see your battle wagon begin to tip over, and being a medium-sized individual constructed completely out of metal with not a whole lot of like hollow space, this thing weighs probably almost 300 pounds.
Yeah, probably. You said it was solid metal.
Yep. So what do you do, Rivet, as you see this going down in this like one moment to react?
Oh, God. Let's see here. Maybe I can just tell it to kill itself.
That's a bit extreme, don't you think?
The Steel Defender.
Oh, yeah. Never mind.
Tell
Time
this
for the
child to
small
kill itself. Just like, kid, I told you.
You had 5 years on this earth and you treated it poorly. Be gone.
I would have to make a new one in order for it to disappear.
Does it not have something it can catch itself with?
I mean, yeah, I could probably roll for it.
What you thinking?
What would that be, though? I guess just try to get its footing back and not crush the child.
Clicking on this. Is it a dog? The picture is a dog.
It can be a dog.
What it?
I just told you it's a it's like a cylinder with 2 legs.
Okay. It's one of the Star Wars trash cans.
I really like looking at the homunculus servants under the artificer stuff. They're pretty cute.
Yeah. They don't do much, but they're there.
Let's see.
I don't know, that one's a jetpack that makes espresso. I like that one.
I'm gonna find espresso around here. They drink coffee here? What do they
Have
grow?
you seen the energy these people have? No, they don't drink coffee. They couldn't handle it.
I guess so. Your intention is for your Steel Defender to try to get out of the way. In combat, that defers your initiative count, but it takes its turn immediately after yours. It can move and use its reaction on its own, but the only action it takes on its turn is the dodge action unless you take a bonus action on your turn to command it to take another action. So it's technically your turn. You're going to use your bonus action to tell it to do something. That action can be one in its stat block or some other action if you are incapacitated and can take an action of choice, not just dodge. The mending spell is cast on it, gains Smith's tools, blah 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 blah. Okay, so using your bonus action, you tell it to fucking
Just keep it
itself.
from yeah.
Give me a dexterity saving throw for your still defender.
I have to figure out what to click on this guy. Does that have a saving throw? How do you...
Oh, this is.
I don't think it has
weird.
saving throws. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm looking at it too. New system, who dis? Oh, it's
Two.
Do you click on this? It's +1.
Oh, we got it. All right, 16.
16. Okay. So with that, there's this like the falling begins to happen, and you see it kind of like, does it have arms or is it just legs?
It's just legs, but one of the legs like pops into itself and then it pops out in another spot to catch it.
So it happens, and it kind of like springboards itself and just like kind of almost somersaults, and then sticks the landing and just like lands into the mud. And there's this moment, just like, that was a good move. I'll get you next time. I'm gonna wrestle you again. And then like the kid just walks away. Crisis is averted.
Okay. It's just Rivet throws a look at Ned. Sorry. Oh. What's happening now?
So all the kids are kind of just like watching this the shit show take place, and the wrestling happened, and they're still kind of like having this moment of like waiting for entertainment, and are thoroughly entertained at this point. Torbjorn, you come back in, and I'd say at this point, it is up to you, Stormwind, if you have hashed out some an idea with Billy, and if you want to act on that during this. But otherwise, the rest of you are all back into this central tent, still kind of trying to wrangle the children.
I don't know if I have any good ideas for Torbjorn. Other than just teaching him how to floss.
I'm trying to think of like you teach Amanda fish joke, but change it with floss, and I'm just throwing that out there.
You teach Amanda floss and he keeps his teeth.
You can teach Amanda floss. You can teach Amanda floss, but you can't make him young.
So, Barbara Jean,
I think I have an idea.
That was very nice. All right, everybody. Why don't we just not wrestle the weird? What is that? Thing. Why don't we go back to our song? And then as soon as she says that, they're like, like eyes rolls, and the like in talking begins to rise again.
Can I get Danny and teach him some wrestling techniques so that to help him become the leader of the kids? Because maybe that's the plan, is that I don't actually have to go to wrestle the wuggs. I just have to teach Danny to be the best wrestler in the village.
So you just grab a random child because you have not met a Danny.
No, wait.
Billy.
Hold on.
Like, this kid's name is Billy.
Billy? Oh yeah, Billy, my bad.
Yeah, because he's Billy Ray Cyrus.
No,
I
his
love the
name's
idea
Billy.
of
His
Torbjorn
brothers
just
are Ray and
grabs-
Cyrus.
Yeah, I want to find Billy.
Torbjorn just
well,
grabs a
like-
random kid, names him Danny, and then throws him down and goes to get Billy.
You're Billy now. So Billy is still outside with Stormwind right now.
Have we? Okay, so Stormwind hasn't come back yet.
They're still hashing out a plan.
I mean, if you've got an idea, I guess you could come back out.
Yeah, I'm just going to like assume their plan is finished hashing out because I have my own plan and my arena is done. And I'm gonna go find Stormwind and Billy.
Okay, so they're kind of like whispering back and forth, and Billy is just like, "Okay, so if I don't know if we give like an anti-mustache, do you have something that makes him look younger? Do you like could we just give him like a wedgie, like that's that."
Yeah, I could try and give him a wedgie, but I don't know if he'd be down
that
for
happens
that.
to be enough that like it like that's a kid thing right there. If you get wedgie, then you're definitely a kid. Oh wait, he's
Give
coming
him a
back. Hold
swirly. Yeah.
on. Hello, adult sir.
Hey Billy. I have a plan that doesn't involve me getting wedgie. All right.
How'd you hear about that? How'd you hear about the? he just like,
Shush,
looks
like-
scared.
How old is this How old is this girl?
He's 5, dude.
No, the other girl. Who's also
Me?
5.5.
Oh,
Right.
yeah.
Listen. Is she the best wrestler?
Oh, man, yes.
Well, listen, so right, because that's the way things work. I understand that, but the best wrestler is in charge. That's exactly
She's the
how it
cream of the
works.
crop. She rises to the top.
Exactly. And so like everyone else just can't just sit around and let it be the way it is. They have to work. They have to put in the effort to improve, or else it's all just stagnant. And then the cream of the crop is just gonna rot, right? The cream will just rot at the top if it doesn't change out. So that's why I'm going to teach you.
I don't think he knows how to make cream. You rises to the top. Okay, I get what you're saying, but yeah.
I'm going to teach you to out wrestle them, and then you'll.
Give me a persuasion check.
Can I give him the help action by just like nodding and just yeah.
Sure, I will give you advantage on this roll.
This was with advantage, a 17.
It's a 17. Okay. Just like you could teach me some cool moves.
I'm just gonna jump right into it, all right? And I'm gonna choke him out. And then but I'll put him down, and I'll see you see there, it's like I put pressure on your carotid artery, and it stops blood from going to your brain, and it'll make you pass out in only a few seconds.
He's already out. Like when I just
I
rolled
shake him awake. I shake him awake, and I
Um,
shake him awake, and then repeat it to him again.
Let me roll for CTE real quick.
Look, I can at least say I didn't knock a child out.
Just,
All I know is this poor kid just met this dude, called him an adult, and now he's getting his ass beat by him.
Yeah, win or lose.
kid.
You definitely have that like moment where he's like he pops up and then goes back down and pops up and goes back down as you're doing this. Stormwind, are you just
Whoops,
watching this?
forgot. Whoops, I keep forgetting my own strength here.
Gets the
And
child.
can we just teach you how to floss? I feel like that would be easier.
I don't think it. I don't think it'll. Actually,
I imagine he's saying this
I am
on the ground.
proficient. I am proficient in dance.
And dance?
Yeah, I'm a proficient actor, you could say, but more like
Oh,
WWE acting.
yeah, man. Ooh, you could be the heel. Every wrestler needs a heel. Oh. Maybe that's what it is. We go WWE with this thing. And you
Yes,
you forced me and Billy to show you where the wugging happens. And then, I don't know, Billy takes
Billy
you
wakes
down.
up and definitely just like throws up on you, and is just crying like, don't, let me go. Like he's just terrified right now.
Hold on, I'm gonna like put my hands on his shoulders, right? I'm gonna try and listen. I just landed a killing blow on you, but you survived. You are literally unkillable.
That's not true.
Oh no.
That's not
No, you are the strongest kid I've ever seen.
He's just like wiping like vomit off of himself, just like
No one else could have been
really,
able to
really,
withstand that attack.
I'm really. You're not lying, right?
Honestly, I'm a little scared.
Roll a deception check. I'd say no bonuses because you did just like terrify the shit out of this kid.
I got a 12.
Let me see. There's like this moment where he just like looks at you and then looks over towards like Stormwind and just like you feel him trying to like move away and just like get away from you.
I don't know how well this is gonna go. You know, the bullywugs have been wrestling 5-year-olds. I could take a bullywug. I could do it. You know what? You know what, Billy? You're right. Let's just us go, and we'll go wugging. Is that okay?
So let me set the stage.
Yeah. No, this kid.
Things have taken a turn. He's a little ready to just like go home right now.
Take a nap, probably.
Yeah, probably not feeling great. Definitely just got choked out by a full-blown adult. Is a little scared of Torbjorn and doesn't really want to hang around anybody anymore right now. That is kind of the child that you are dealing with right now. What would you like to do?
I think we need
Can
to
I
find,
kneel down and
I think we need to
just
find
be-
a stronger child.
can I just kneel down and just look at Billy and say, "Do you want a hug? You look like you could use a hug."
It's one of those just like slow, just like puts the hands around, and now you've got little kid vomit on you, and he's extra muddy from where
Yeah.
he got picked up, and he's just like, it's one of those just like not like breathing heavy, but the tears are just coming down, and he's just sad.
Wiping his snot on
Yeah.
your sleeve.
Yeah, I look at Torbjorn with this crying child sobbing into my shoulder, and I go, I don't know, man. I'm out of ideas.
back to the tent.
Yeah.
We're gonna sunset on that scene for a second. So what are you guys doing in the tent to entertain the rest of the kids?
All right, I'm gonna
So
say I already got
there's-
the project. What? Go ahead.
Okay, I was gonna say, so we're still working on getting the projector set up.
Yeah, I'm currently doing that. Yeah. Rushing up to the front of the class, dodging very sticky hands. They're trying to reach out and grab my stuff.
I want to wrestle you now. You gonna hear that kid?
Oh, please
go-
You'll win this for sure.
We need that kid.
Like,
That's the kid we need.
Yeah, this kid will be my champ.
you picked the wimpiest one that was too slow to get away, and then choked him out twice in a pit. Like,
It builds character.
that's one word for it. Trauma's another.
Yeah. Listen, Billy
Deep-seated
just
issues
had
that will
some
appear
character
later.
development right there.
This is a core memory now.
He'll always remember this moment.
So will his therapist.
So
we have this other kid's name, the one who's trying to wrestle the Iron Defender, the Steel Defender.
His name's Randy.
of course.
Savage.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, we need that kid.
Now, how are we going to convince him to? Because I have a feeling that the shiny rock might be bad if it's shiny. The
Yeah.
one that they give to the winner who wrestles
Uh-huh.
the wuggs. How are we going to convince him to let us have it? Because then we could probably use that to fix the portal, go back to
Illyria.
Illyria. Yes, I have it written.
I'll trade it. I'll trade the shiny rock for a Werther's that I stole from Nana earlier.
That's a good idea.
A shiny word.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I got you.
I think I might want you to do the talking though.
Yeah, please don't choke any more children out. And I tell Billy to go home. And we go back inside.
And you just see that, like, the sad kid shuffle.
I think we just got
Go home, kid. You're done.
We didn't get a strong kid.
Yeah.
That's the core takeaway for Torbjorn. We didn't get the right kid to choke out.
Stronger children.
It only took seconds for him to just
Crumble.
We need your strongest kids.
Yeah. We go in and we go inside to scope out kids.
I crumpled that
And-
kid.
Crumpled.
Don't listen. Torbjorn is not a bad person.
He's just
Misunderstood.
narrow-minded.
A little bit, yeah.
So you have the full attention of all the rest of the kids as the two of you enter back into the tent. Ribbit, what do you do with your projection?
Okay, so we're just gonna. Are we gonna go with their lesson plan? You know, the 5 R's.
Yep.
Okay. So I kind of got this little mechanism going on here where I can like touch this little object or something. It's like a cog, and it'll project an image, and then that image is magnified through lens and mirrors. And please don't let me explain this any further because it's just a projecture.
And then magic happens, and then
Yep.
it does
And now it's on the canvas of the tent for everyone to see.
Mm-hmm.
With the big letters, you know, the big bold
The 5
letters.
R's.
Through 5
Before you
R's.
continue to describe this thing, roll a tinkering check for me.
I need to know what that is. Let's see here.
I think it should be your spell cast. your spellcasting ability modifier, proficiency bonus, and because you're using your like tinkerer's tools to put this together.
Bro, it just happens.
Is it? Wait, what?
It's an action.
So what ability are you using?
All right, hold on here. Let's see.
I mean, if it's like a thing that just happens, then sure. But it's more of a, you know.
It's just the maximum number of objects I can affect is based off of my intelligence modifier.
Okay, so that's I am not used to artificers, so
Yeah, that's becoming apparent. Sorry. Sorry for picking a weird class. I wanted to be the engineer.
Delightful.
Right now, one of my robots is stuck in the mud. I think it's best if he stays there, honestly. I mean, if you want me to roll for it, I can. Just for shenanigans.
So it's like, sorry. So what feature specifically is the one that's doing this?
Magical tinkering.
Okay. None of us to spark a magic and the objects used. These tools, artisans' tools at hand. Will you touch depending on magic items? Actually,
Looks like I am building stuff, so if you want me to like.
sheds bright light. No, it that does just say do it. Okay, yeah, it happens. Sorry.
No problem.
Okay, you watch as Rivet has constructed a small, crude projector that just like things are whirring in on the inside of it. Mirrors are flashing back and forth. I'm assuming you find like either a small stone that was not magical before, but you touch it and it emits this dull glow, and you just see pictures being displayed on the wall. What do the children see?
Right now, just in big bold letters. Was it the 5 R's? Yes.
I feel like there'd also
Oh.
be like a crude like caveman sketch of like don't touch vines.
You got
Be
it.
nice to adults.
Ew.
Listen to elders.
Do you want them to repeat everything after?
Well, yes, repetition is the best way to learn. Is that what not you what? Did you not do that growing up?
Yes.
Okay, well that's how I taught my kids how to do it. So yes, just have them repeat it.
Well, that's how I taught my kids how to do it, but I don't know about you.
Everybody is different. Everybody learns a different way.
So the 5 R's, which Bjorn, right in the background, you repeat out just in along with the kids, so everyone can know them.
What, right now? I stand up, salute again to Rivet and Nana and say, reading, writing, arithmetic, wrangling, and wrestling.
All the kids cheer, and one by one, they also stand and salute. You have bought yourself a full afternoon, and as touching this projector and putting it on repeat, they all just take turns continuing to recite the 5 R's with new magical slides to keep them interested in this. Congratulations on solving the child puzzle.
Rivet's just
Get
sitting
it,
next to
gang.
the. Rivet's just sitting next to the projection with like her head on her hand, just looking absolutely bored.
Oh, what's the teacher doing?
She's just openly weeping in the background, just like, this is so much easier. Thank you. Thank you.
Now just
Is
limit
there
their
a way
time
to
on the
pass
screen.
to her?
Don't let them do too much on the screen, okay?
She's doing that thing where she's nodding, but she's shaking her head at the same time, so you know she's just gonna leave this running.
Okay, get you some nice rest.
they are 5 at most. So, like, kindergarten shit.
Mm-hmm.
They're still fascinated by the magic stuff, so it's okay.
So with that, you guys have settled this problem. Around this time, you see Torbjorn and Stormwind kind of make their way towards the back. You all see this full display in front of you, and your group is once again reunited. The children successfully pacified for now.
That wasn't too
as we-
difficult. Little bit of issues, but nothing that we can't handle.
No, no. Nothing the robot can handle, apparently.
Um,
God, it took a beating like no problem.
So, like, can you fix the thing back? Because I mean, that's a pretty cool thing.
Yeah, I mean, I can just leave it there. I don't really need everything. The only problem is going to be when I run out of, I start tinkering too much, and then the projector might turn off, and, well,
Oh yeah, we don't want that.
yeah.
Okay. So
Yeah, it was cool
what's
and
next?
normal at the back. Well, I have an idea for how to get crystals. I think I have to go alone.
Are you, Stormwind? Are you going to be stealing them?
Ooh, gonna like fair and square.
Can I insight
I
check?
roll- yeah, no, I was kind of wanting to roll an insight to see if I know what she's up to.
Can I insight check? They can be different insight checks. The insight check on like, is she going to steal these?
You guys can give insight checks, but right now, I guess Stormwind give an opposing. You're not really lying, so.
But
More
also,
just
I am planning to trade. I'm planning to find the wrestlinest kid in this room, and then having him wrestle a bullywug, and then I'm gonna trade a crystal for candy, which is I understand the value of those things to be not equal.
So it's at least a lie of omission. So I guess I will let you. You can do deception if you'd like to, or persuasion. I don't know. What do you like?
I feel like she's
Persuasion
stealing.
better.
Persuade.
I will let you go with persuasion. 'Cause-
Stealing. I'm not stealing. I'm trading.
Damn.
Oops. No, no.
So and Nana and Nana and Bjorn, for different reasons, you notice something's fishy with Story almost immediately.
I'm not going to say anything, but I'm just going to keep it in the back of my mind.
Bjorn is going to say something. He's going to squint his eyes and lean into Stormwind and just go, "You're going bullywug and wrestling, aren't you?"
What?
And Stormwind, at this point, is probably showing her age around the adultier adults, and is just like, where do you go wugging? Honestly, it's starting to sound fun.
Well, all right. So I'm gonna need you to. All right. Let's see. I'm trying to decide if I want Bjorn to be like David, mean sarcastic, or like something else. Because my immediate reaction was like, our village is about 20 square feet wide. Like, where do you think they go? But also, he's an idiot. So, like, does he actually know? That's a good question.
You would know that, like, following the creek down to like the wallows, you know that there is a mud pit that most of the local kids will go wugging at.
Yeah, okay. It was like, I wasn't a kid in this area, so I don't exactly know where the current Wuggen pit is. Or, well, I guess I do, just because I'm not in.
It's something
I'm
that
not
all the
really-
adults know, but it's something that keeps the kids busy, and nobody's gotten too hurt, so they're just like, yeah, whatever. Kids will be kids.
So instead of the sarcastic shit, Bjorn's just gonna be like, "How do you know about the Wuggen pit?"
Because I'm just so cool.
Is that why you're covered in vomit?
What the hell is a wuggen?
That's
I
not.
don't know. I think it has
I
something to
didn't
do
do
with
that. It's not my vomit if it makes you feel better.
I think it's like one of those rides that you go on that you get sick on.
I don't
And then
know if it
you
makes you
wug?
feel better to know
Ow.
it's not your vomit. However, it is a good intimidation tactic that will help you against the Wugs. It'll at least
Oh,
distract
good.
them out a little. Although they use their tongues a lot. I don't know. You
Ooh.
might be in for more vomit in the future. I'm not 100% sure. It's been a while.
Ugh.
What?
I'm
Oh,
visibly less excited about Wuggen.
Nana is now convinced that it's some kind of like carnival ride, like that you get thrown up on, like you get sick
All right.
on.
I mean, obviously, if
That's
all the
weird.
kids are excited about it.
Yeah, I imagine so. I guess I made
Yeah,
it out
but
of like vines or something, but not those vines. Like maybe another vine, maybe like a big swing. Maybe that's what it is. I don't know.
It might be that bullywugging is a time-honored tradition here.
Maybe bullywugging is what they call, to make the little buddy wugs, the little critters. Do you think they're having sex?
Do I hear
I
Nan
What?
saying these things?
You only hear Nan, but
Stormwind is like reeling back and is just like, you guys have to be so chill and cool, actually.
I think they're having sex. I think that's their term for having sex.
Nana. Wuggen is
Yes,
wrestling a bullywug.
What's a bullywug, sweetie?
Frog people. You know, like Jeremiah was a bullfrog. He also said, "Hello, how's your day going?" Like,
Oh, there you
bullywug.
have frog people here. Okay.
Yeah, they're neighbors and friends and sort of kind of. Well, they're not pets because they're conscious, but they
But
don't
why
live.
are you wrestling them if they're your friends?
I'm just glad we're not gonna have to add an A to those 5 R's.
Well, I guess reptile. That'd be an R. That'd be an R.
What is the A?
Abstinence.
They're amphibians.
Oh, okay. I thought abortion, and I was like, what?
Whoa!
Whoa.
The other R is
It could be another
Okay.
A.
Yeah,
other R is just
I
hilarious.
definitely thought the A was amphibians.
That's what I went
Yeah.
to.
We gotta go to AAA.
God, we gotta update the curriculum now. Great.
Oh.
That's
Listen,
gonna
let
be a
them get
whole other
hard.
slideshow, and it took so much to do the first one.
5
The
hours and
miracle of life.
whoa. All right. So, Bjorn's gonna quickly explain what a bullywug is, how our relationship is with them, which is basically just like bullywugs live in the area and we're kind of friends, and they're the youngins are scamps, the bullywugs are all scamps. It just kind of works. Um, and like just with that brief explanation, I'm going to turn to Stormwind and just very focus in. Now, look, are you planning to wrestle the bullywugs yourself?
I was thinking about it. I mean, some 5-year-olds were wrestling them, so how hard could it be?
Well, they fight dirty.
Oh,
I mean that literally. Like, it is in a mud pit.
I look down at my vomit-covered shirt. I mean, that's fine, I guess.
Have you ever been in an actual wrestling competition in mud?
No.
And there's some slippery bitches because they're already slippy even without the mud.
I
Ugh.
have,
Mucus.
You've been in a
but
nice.
but
But
they
you
they don't. I'm
you
not
gotta be
cool.
a kid.
Yeah.
Yeah, Torbjorn's not cool. He doesn't know how to floss.
You don't know how to floss. You know what? That's fine. No one does.
I do it
Floss in my
flawlessly
bag.
again.
Yeah, definitely, 100%. It is the best floss you have ever seen. You are immediately flabbergasted, Bjorn.
My eyes.
No, that's just some kind of witchcraft. You know, I thought I knew magic, but like, what the hell? All right. So you know how to floss. That's good. That's gonna get you pretty far, actually. You know what? You might even be able to skip the preliminary matches and just go straight to the big guy.
It's a bracket?
Well, it's a tournament.
It's a tournament?
Yeah. What? You think we just a bunch of like?
Uncivilized.
I couldn't think of a word. I don't know. Doesn't matter. Yeah, it's a tournament, obviously.
We could also get one of the big kids to enter for us, and then we could barter for the crystal when they win.
Let
Oh,
me
have you
tell
met Patsy?
No, we met Billy. He's not a fighter.
Billy? No. He's a soft one. What you need is Pat.
Yeah.
Patsy Cline.
Klein's her sister. Patsy's the one who's on top.
Oh,
What about Randy?
Klein's only Randy who?
I didn't get his last name,
Yeah,
Savage.
no one. Oh,
but he did topple my my little robot buddy over back there.
oh, that kid. He's fine on dry land, but he's useless in mud. You want Patsy.
Hmm. Where did
Uh,
you find Patsy?
I think she's already gone wugging.
All right.
Almost as
Our
if there
quest
is
is to
now a new
Google-
quest to go find.
Well, and if we can
I
get the
did
crystal, we
quest
can give it to the mage, and he can start early.
Yes, but knowing Glira, the second that it gets done, she's gonna want us to leave, and we won't be able to finish everything.
But we haven't done the main quest.
Is that really
It's-
stopping her?
Either way, I think it's a good idea if we get the crystal. In case
Well,
Well,
yes.
it goes
She already
south,
said that.
then
She already said she can leave whenever she wants.
yeah. I think we should get the crystal first, but we don't have to get ready to right away.
Yeah.
I think.
So Bjorn will show me where to go, introduce me to Patsy. I'll do the talking because I can floss. And then bada bing bada boom, we got a crystal.
Bada bing, bada boom. I nod.
We're going to be doing the other tasks too. We got one done. Then we need to work on in the evening time. We have the
Yeah, about what?
There's the houses.
we have the shitter. We have the store.
We've got stolen supplies, sounds in latrine, building structures, cutting vines, and then the crystals, which we know where the crystals are now, or
Yes.
at least
So-
still possibly.
Yes. So we finished one. So we late in the evening we were gonna go to the latrine and the store at the nighttime. So I vote we still work on that.
I think we should
Yes.
skip I think we should head straight to the bullywugs if they're doing it now.
How often do they wrestle?
As often as they have school, probably.
So it's not like a once a month or once a week thing. Like this is pretty a regular occurrence.
Yeah, but I think probably the most important thing at the moment is most of us are not welcome.
Yeah, that's good.
If we show up, they'll scatter. That's just kind of how it goes. Adults show up, you scatter.
Even you, Bjorn? I thought they love you here.
It's a
Yeah,
kid
see that.
thing.
I was about to ask Dustin. I'm not sure about how much
You're-
pull I have in this.
I would say you're still considered an adult.
Yeah,
you
that's
aged
kind of
out
what
of the
I'm
bracket.
thinking. They respect me, but I am still not welcome any longer.
Oh, that's so sad. I'm so sorry to hear
So-
that.
Wow, I left a champion. It's fine. Ain't no bullywug holding me down. Although they did get real mad that first time I called on some fire. That was uncalled for. That was cheating. But they forgave me. Bless them.
Bless their hearts.
Twas an accident, so I just wasn't allowed to wrestle anymore. But I can show you some real quick moves, and then I'm just gonna tackle Stormwind real quick.
So I'll say with
Oh, tiefling down.
with Bjorn rushing Stormwind, that's where we're gonna call it for the night. And plan for the next session.
Yay!
We did it. We
Oh,
reached
boy.
those kids.
We had a first initiative against a trash can.
Yeah,
A Rubik.
He's a work in progress.
my note was kid tried to wrestle the robot and it fell on top of him. Roll initiative. First combat about life itself without the child. Crisis averted.
It gives me locking the magical broom in the closet vibes.
Yep.
Yeah.
All
Good
right. Well,
session.
let's say goodbye to Craig. I'm going to stop the recording.
Bye,
Bye,
Craig.
bye, Craig.
Bye, Craig.
Done.